What is up, my fellow console peasants? Kamahl is here, coming at you with another Path of Exile PlayStation 4 video, and can you guess what kind of build I'm running today? That's right, it's another Cyclone. So I want to show you how your Cyclone could be as big or bigger than my Cyclone. So I've deemed this the BBC, the big boy Cyclone build, and I just want to show you how I achieve a Cyclone of this caliber, and how you could even achieve one of much, much greater magnitude, if you will. Trust me, your girl, your wife, they'll love you for it. I do tell you this with all honesty, because, I mean, they love me for it. I'm just joking. Anyways, guys, so if you like this video, first things first, like, comment, subscribe, fucking go follow me on Twitch, give me some money with the links below. Not really, save the money. It's a pandemic, save your own fucking money. Don't give people on the internet's money. You can just watch my videos. I get paid by advertisements. It's, you know, it gives me a couple pennies to rub together. That's all I need. Now that that's all out of the way, let's look at the build. So first things first, I am running a duelist. The Ascendency that I did decide to go with this character is, well, this one, the Slayer. I love it. I love it. It's fucking amazing. So I think that's the Slayer, actually, if I'm not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember other picture, but it's this one. So there it is. So there's a few things that really impact your ability to push out a really, really nice sized Cyclone. When you're doing this build, there's a few different ways that you can push yourself past other people that are making it. As you know, the standard size of Cyclone isn't that great. It's pretty fucking small, but the cluster jewels, they fix the problem. So yeah, that's, I mean, the rambling has continued, but let's get into it. So let's go over the gear that I'm using, and a few of these are just standard, and some of these are very particular for this build. The standard ones being Stargonia's, Belly of the Beast, Belt of the Deceiver, yellow gloves and boots with resistances, ring with resistances, and Praxis ring, because I haven't gotten a second ring and then crafted my 2 rings with the mana cost, because, well, I haven't. Don't judge me. Now, the very particular items for this build that are not standard on all Cyclone type builds, I almost always try to run with Duresso Salute, because I find Duresso Salute is a very, very good amulet to be using on melee builds, especially Cyclone. It does give you 2 to the melee strike range, which is phenomenal. You see then we have 2 On's Might. Each of these give you +1. Again, wait, where's it at? Area of effect. Not it's not the strike range or the weapon range. It's 10% area of effect for each of these weapons. That's amazing. Super good, super great to have, and I mean the DPS on these are pretty good. I was able to get, well, this one just dropped, but I was able to get this one with a white socket for, I think, under 20 Chaos Orbs. I think it was like 10 or 15 Chaos Orbs for me to get this, and I mean, that's pretty fucking good. So that's the gear that I'm using. The flask, we've got 2 move speed flasks, 2 health flasks, you know, immune to poison, immune to bleeding, immune to freeze, and then Corlitos just, it helps. And then what it really comes down to, though, is the cluster jewels. So when you're doing the build for this, as you're going through, it's just the basic standard Cyclone build. This is here because I needed intellect, you know, Ball Pack for life leech, dual wielding, so we went down this side as opposed to this side over here for the 2-handed sword. And you're going to be going for any of the nodes that do, you know, impale or increased area of effect, but only if the increased area of effect also has some type of benefit to, well, your melee damage. This one has another defensive layer, which is the reduced area damage taken from it. You know, we got some life up here. We got some more melee. No, we don't. That's not melee strike range. There's a few different things in here with melee strike range. Don't worry about it. You guys already know my videos. I turn them on and I record them. I don't have a script. I don't have some fucking laid out plan that I'm going to do. So yeah, what is super important about this build, once again, are the cluster jewels. So what you're looking for on the cluster jewels is you want to get a large jewel that is at least item level 75 that does increased physical damage. At least that's what I did because it's nice. Now, when you're looking at these passive skills, you've got to look, or not at the passive skills, when you're looking at the cluster jewels, you've got to look at how many passive skills they apply. So if you're getting a large one and you're going for a really particular build, kind of like what I went with this one, you want it to have the least amount of passive skills possible so that you can get to the dual jewel slots. Now, over here, the large one, not really that important. The large one, item level 75, so you can get the two jewel slots, right? So you can get 2 more in here. So on this one, we have a medium cluster jewel with 4 passive skills that gives me plus 10% area of effect. Another one over here, this one has 6. It's not the right size, but it'll work for what we're trying to do. This build is not complete yet. There are some more things that can make my Cyclone even bigger, but I haven't been able to get them yet, and I haven't been able to get them working properly, and instead of waiting until this league's completely over for me to be able to do the build guide, I figured, fuck it, we'll half-ass do it right now. So, we have, once again, the 2 medium jewel slots right here that do area damage. Now, the reason you want these with area damage is so that you can actually get some passive nodes, the notable passives that give you increased area of effect. This one right here, Towering Threat, 5% maximum life, 10% maximum area of effect, 3% character size. Once again, area of effect, area damage, critical strike. Now, with this, I was also able to get on each of these the small node slot, or the small jewel slot, and with each of the small jewel slots, you want to try to get them at 2 passive nodes if you can. If you can't, try to get, 2 or 3. It only goes up to 4. Try to get 2. No, it only goes up to 3, so try to get 2. It just makes it to where you can hit the final node easier. Once again, Towering Threat on the small one, so not only is it giving me life and resistances and a little bit of intelligence, because with this build, intelligence does help, just for one of the skill gems. You don't need it, but it does play a role. Towering Threat once again. Over here, same type of thing, right? We have Assert Dominance, which is giving us increased area of effect by 10%, 15% increased area of effect if you've killed recently, or sorry, the first one is 10 area damage. 15% increased area of effect if you've killed recently, and that jumps up to 25% increased area of effect if you've killed at least 5 enemies recently. Once again, we have the small passive jewel that is going to give us, life, attributes, and once again, Towering Threat. Towering Threat, so good, so good. Makes your character bigger, manlier, bigger area of effect. And then over here, we have the same thing kind of working towards it. I haven't been able to acquire the jewels that I need to be able to fully take this to where I want to go, but you want to try to get the same type of thing over here if you can. Large jewel, at least item level 75, with 2 jewel slots. That way you can get the medium jewels in with at least another jewel slot. I'm sure you guys have seen Fast AF's video. He is showing, I kind of saw that video and I was like, wow, that's impressive. I like that. And I kind of don't know what that phone number is. Kind of made a modification to that for what would work for me. So that's my passive skill tree. What I do also want to show you, in case you want to just kind of look over the skill tree as well, this one right here, this is another good unique gem to have. 8% increased attack damage, 1 to melee strike range. So that's the passive skill tree. When it comes to the other things that you can use to increase your area of effect is, well, there's a couple gems that you link with your Cyclone. One of those is going to be, well, right here, increased area of effect. Now, in order for me to level it up more, I would obviously need more intellect. I'm not putting more intellect in it because I don't want to, so that's fine. 39% increased area of effect from that is fine. The other one is going to be Pulverize. Now, Pulverize is also going to give you increased area of effect. Sometimes you'll notice with a build like this that you're not outputting a lot of damage. I can clear T10s, T11s pretty easily. I haven't tried any T12s yet just because that's not what this build's for. This is not a in-game boss pushing build. This is a moderately low to medium tier map clear. I run through the maps super quick, as fast as I can, killing as much as I can, as easily and quickly as I can, to just really kind of barrel through everything. So you'll notice that most of my gems are at 20% quality in level 19. That's because I use the trick getting them leveled up to level 20, throwing them in a sale slot with a gem cutter prism, and that allowed it to get up to 20 quality, but dropped it down to level 1, so we're in the process of re-leveling it up. Everything else is pretty much the same. I mean, it's an Impale Cyclone build. Dread Banner, Pride, Molten Shell, actually I think I have Vol Molten Shell. Yeah, Vol Molten Shell, Vow. We have faster attacks with Leap Slam and Onslaught. Onslaught just makes us move a little bit quicker. This build is not fast when you're running through shit, so you want to do it. Steel Skin with cast on damage taken. It doesn't get procced too often. Now, another thing that you can do on here that I haven't been able to is link up Flesh and Stone with Maim. I don't have the mana to really do that, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm just going to leave it how it is. Anyways, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run through some clips of me clearing out. I think there's some T9 stuff in there, some T10 stuff in there, there's some T11 stuff, and it's just me running some maps. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys find at least a little bit of the information useful. And like I said, I'm streaming on Twitch every day. By the time this video is uploaded, I'm not sure if I'm going to be gone getting my wife and getting dinner, or because we're going to get fast food tonight. That way, when I get home, I can stream. I'm going to be doing kind of a moderately long stream tonight, trying to put in 4 to 5 hours. I've been doing that every single day. I was going to do it this morning, but I got super busy, so instead, that got pushed to the side. We're making this video. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Enjoy the rest of the map running, and hopefully I'll see you on my Twitch tonight. The link will be down in the description, but if not, twitch.tv/Kamahl_prime. Once again, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of shit, and yeah, console peasants rise up.